Hello, my name is Jody Goodman, and I'm a prevention specialist in the Office of Equity. While the work that the investigation team and the supportive measures specialists do is absolutely crucial to our university, the goal of the prevention team is actually to minimize the amount of work that they have to do in the first place. In this video, I want to go over everything that you need to know about the mandatory training requirements for both incoming and returning students at USU. If you have any questions or if you want to schedule additional optional trainings, please reach out to prevention@usu.edu. At the other end of that inbox, you will find the prevention team. We are led by Senior Prevention Specialist Emily Fishburne. She oversees training on all campuses associated with USU for both employees and students. She supervises our team made up of myself, the student-focused prevention specialist, Tanisha Barker, the employee-focused prevention specialist, and Katie Freeman on the Eastern Price campus, who wears a variety of hats, working as the prevention specialist for both employees and students, as well as the supportive measures specialist on that campus. So thank you, Katie, for all of that work. The trainings that we deliver as an Office of Equity are based in USU's principles of community, which are diversity, human dignity, and social responsibility. For me, those really work together to make a fully functioning community. You couldn't have one without the others. Diversity describes a variety of identities and values all within one community, and human dignity describes the conditions under which all individuals feel safe and included and truly welcome as a part of the community, which definitionally means not experiencing sex-based discrimination or sexual misconduct. So it's every single person's social responsibility to make those conditions of human dignity a reality in our community. And the training requirement established by both the federal government and the university is a means toward that goal of establishing a welcoming and safe campus environment. So if you pause on the screen, you'll see the different trainings that are required for different cohorts of incoming students. We separate the students by cohorts, not because they're getting radically different training material or information in those presentations, but because we want to make sure the conversations, the material, and the resources are most relevant and engaging to that age and university level. For example, we separate graduates from undergraduates, traditionally aged undergraduates from older students. And then also we separate the residential students out so that they can get resources that are relevant and open in their local area. I couldn't possibly deliver all of the live training content to incoming students on my own. I am joined by a group of 8 to 10 peer educators. This is last academic year's cohort. Next academic year's cohort will assemble in August, and I'm looking forward to meeting them. If your student is a traditionally aged undergraduate under the age of 25 on the Logan campus, they might be lucky enough to be trained by one or two of our excellent peer educators. The content that we're delivering fundamentally is about preventing sexual misconduct and sex-based discrimination. And even though the word sex is in that sentence a lot, it isn't a conversation about sex itself. The training is broken down into 3 parts. We talk about healthy relationships. We define consent and boundaries. We talk about skills for communication during times of conflict or difficult emotional issues. We also go over the policies and procedures that are specific to USU so that all community members understand what they're being held accountable for and where to find that information if they're interested in going over it after the training. And then lastly, we talk about what to do, knowing that all of those types of sexual misconduct do occur within our community. We focus on bystander intervention. If a student is seeing something that's harmful, if someone's disrespecting someone's boundaries, we talk about skills and strategies that they could use to step in and intervene. We also go over all of the resources, informational, confidential, and reporting, so that students know where they can go if they end up having an experience of sexual misconduct or sex-based discrimination. If you're interested in a summary of this information, check out sexualrespect.usu.edu. That has all of the policies and procedures, as well as the on and off campus resources available to students. Returning students also have a yearly refresher training requirement that will go deeper into some of those topics, diving into relationship violence, distinguishing that dynamic from the actually less common acquaintance violence or stranger violence, diving deeper into definitions of consent and working on scenarios of sexual assault and improving communication skills around sexual activity. And then lastly, a course on bystander intervention, building skills and strategies, tactics for how to intervene if a student sees harm ongoing. And then lastly, we have additional required trainings for different student groups. So in addition to the training that students will do as incoming trainings, they'll have specific trainings if they are members of these different student groups who have specialized required training sessions. So we'll see the student athletes, fraternity and sorority members, as well as student organization leaders. Because those individuals are especially influential on campus, we want to have targeted conversations with them about the nuances of consent and sexual assault to make our campus as safe and welcoming as it possibly can be. If you have any questions about those requirements, please email prevention@usu.edu sooner rather than later. We don't want any students to suffer from not having fulfilled the mandatory training requirement. We want to be as flexible as possible in allowing you to get that done. If you have any questions about the rest of the work that the office does, or you're interested in filing a report with the Office of Equity, the best point of contact is our Title IX coordinator, Hillary Renshaw. You can contact her at hillary.renshaw@usu.edu or directly at title9@usu.edu. That is Title IX@usu.edu. Thank you so much. Please check the description for all of the links that I mentioned and contact us if you have any questions. Take care.